Hey guys, how you all doing? Well, I've started a new journey. With just basically just trying to be on top of my health. I've always been, but I just want to thank one of my fabulous clients, Dr. Esther Cole. You know who you are. She's introduced me to Zinzino. Zinzino is a Norwegian company, and they basically just specialize in keeping your health on track. So there is a lot of tests that you can run with them. The one I did was the balance test, basically just to know what's going on with my body from my head to my toe, and I really appreciate I've done it. And so this is a combination of how it all started. So after this clip, you're going to see another clip of me receiving my my test pack from Sue Booth. So Sue Booth is one of the partners in the UK here with the company. So she assisted me in basically, to basically getting my test done. So on Zoom. So we did that. It's easy basically. So it's just a little scratch. So you're gonna have to massage any of these fingers, these two here. You massage it, and then the test has just like a sort of device that had a pinch in it. So you just prick the finger and you just dash literally in the card your blood, which obviously you will send off back to Norway via the post office. It's really cheap. It costs about £3.20. And wait for 2 weeks for your test results to come back. And guess what? It's about 22 pages. I've been in this country for 28 years, and I regularly do my MOT health check with obviously NHS by my GP, but it hasn't been detailed as this one. So this one is definitely a wake-up call. So at least, even though I'm on balance, at least I know. So I'm not panicking, because with my result I can rectify it ASAP, because I have love for the fruits and the veg. They're my friends. So all right. So cut the long story short, the next clip you're gonna see me in the next clip just talking about my journey and obviously my test results. The Zoom, I specifically asked Madam Sue Boo to record it so I can show it to my people, including my clients and my good friends, because you know me, I like to document stuff. So okay guys, so you guys are gonna see the clip, and I'll leave details in the description, and you can have more information on visiting my own Zinzino website, and I can link you up with Madam Sue Booth as well if you like to have your own test done. The good thing about it, even if you don't end up buying the supplements, the omega-3 oils, the balance oil in the company, but at least just get to know what's going on with you, and then you can now target how to fight it, and stay on top of it, or change your diet. All right guys, I shall be back soon. Keep watching. Hey guys, what's happening? Today is the 13th of May 2025. I'm gonna start a new journey today on the omega-3 health, balance, nutrition. So this is my package, all packaged to me by the awesome Sue Booth. So she's gonna give me a call within the next 15 minutes. So we're gonna have like our Zoom. She's gonna teach me on how to do my test. So I'm gonna open this up. So basically the test will be able to let me know how healthy I am and how balanced everything is. So I'm just gonna open it up while I wait for the call. So wow, so that's the name of the company, is Zinzino Inspired Changing Life. So that's the company. So they're basically specialized in making sure you age very well and you're healthy inside out. So wow, so this is Sue card. Thank you very much, Sue. Sue is 70 years old, man, and she's Caucasian. You won't believe it, she doesn't look it at all. So we've got a booklet here of instructions. So I'm just gonna go through these in my own time. What else is in the pack? Okay, I've got the the balance kit. So I'm gonna unbox this with Madam Sue both. So I'm expecting a call. And what else I've got here? Zinzino collagen boost. Wow, I'm loving this already. You know me, how I feel about collagen, using Mary Kay, Volifarm, Miracle Set. They've all got collagen in them. But this is wow, this is high in protein. It's a food supplement with marine collagen hyaluronic acid. If you guys can see, yeah, or you can see clear here, yeah, there you go. So I'm really looking forward to wellness until I turn 100. So get ready to see me in my 18-year-old self approaching 50. So I'm waiting on her to give me a call, and I shall tell you more about the outcome. All right, guys, stay blessed.
And work on the business and working in line with my web developer and just making sure things are updated, because the technology is just improving.
I know it's we're pursuing something that because of my journey with my heart health, we're pursuing something new to us. So I'm going to be doing a course, like a health hacking course, if you like.
Yeah.
Heart health hacking. And that's just like opening up so much. And we do a lot of the research by AI. And again, that's just mind blowing. And in 2 seconds, it's come back with the answer.
It's come back. Yeah.
Incredible. Anyway, so let's have a look at your results. So it says you're unbalanced. So it's not all bad. Don't panic. So this is the one that we need to be concerned about. This is the ratio of your 6 and 3 omegas. So we've got 15 of 6 where it should be 3 and 1 of omega-3. So we need to rebalance that as quickly as possible, and doing that in the safest way is by doing it with the balance oil, because we know it works. And we can know that we will see a difference within 120 days or thereabouts, maybe a little bit longer depending on you, but everyone's individual. So this indicates that we've got too much omega-3s, which are the inflammatory markers. And don't get me wrong, we do need omega-6 in our diet, but what we don't need is as much. Because if we retain those omega-6s, what happens is this raises the inflammatory markers, and then that impacts on the rest of your organs. It impacts on your whole well-being. And that's why we're seeing so much chronic inflammation coming through. And that reflects, as I say, in every single cell in our body. So if we go on to the protection level, well, that's a big fat 0. So that means the protection comes from the amount of omega-3. So although you have a considerable amount, you're moderate here. So 4.5. Most people I see now are below 2. So you have 4.5% in that blood spot that you gave of omega-3 within your body. Within that blood sample. That is indicative of what's going on here. And yet I would have thought you would have had a higher amount here because of this, because that's not too bad at all. But it needs to be above 8%.
Okay.
So above 8%, it's between 8 and 12% is the parameters that they have. And it's not our this is where you should be. This is the, kind of World Health Organization. This is the scientists who've indicated that this is where we should be ideally. this is reflective of the protection value here. So obviously you've got 0%, we should be above 90%. So we've got a way to go. So it may take you a little bit longer than the 120 days, but as long as that indicator moves in the right way, then it means we're benefiting from it. But this is the kind of protection from non-communicable diseases. So things like arthritis, rheumatism, cancer, cardiovascular health, all those things are important. And this is where this needs to be increased to make this go up. So it works very well. So you'll see that improve as you take the balance oil. The mental strength, this is your mental clarity. And I always think mental strength, it's kind of a bit of an odd title, I guess. But this is how, if you understand the kind of the way your body works, you've got in your brain, your brain has around about 64%, it needs 64% of essential fatty acids. Those essential fatty acids, if you're not consuming them in your diet or supplementing with them, you are going to be depleted. So although you're quite good, you're moderate again, 2.2, we should be below 1. And then what people tend to notice, now when I did mine, I was 3.6, I think. And so I was struggling with concentration levels, clarity of mind, things like that. But it's decision-making stuff. It's doing stuff. And if you're actively engaging in learning, it's essential that we have our cognitive health. That's what we need. So the cognitive health is really good. And as we get older, we also need to be aware that if we have a deficiency in omega-3, then we are not going to be cognitively as healthy as we could do. So this is really important. So let me just go back to the omega-6. Omega-6 and omega-3, we cannot produce it in our body. A lot of other omegas we can produce in our body naturally. But so we've got omega-6, which is the inflammatory. We've got omega-3, which is the anti-inflammatory. And these need to be in the right ratio to make sure that actually they're balanced. And that's why there's this ratio balance at the 6-3. So we need to reduce your mental strength, or to that kind of mental capacity, that clarity of thinking, down to 1. And that was one of the first things that I noticed when I started taking the balance oil. I was finding that I didn't have to have 2 coffees in the morning to get going. I didn't have to, kind of stimulate myself to actually start thinking as I could, with clarity. So this to me was my biggest indicator that things were changing. So as you get further down and you actually become nearer that 1-to-1 ratio, you're going to find some great improvements of your concentration levels, your thinking, your memory, your clarity of thinking, all those things. So it works very, very well. The cell membrane fluidity, and that's a bit high, that's moderate still, 8.3. That should be 4-to-1 or less. And so to be in the green. And we've got this traffic light system. So red, yellow, and then green, obviously. Green. So this means that your cell membrane, so the membrane is like a little skin around each of our cells. And we've got 37 trillion of them. So 37 trillion cells all need to be independent and functioning as they should do. If the cell membrane is too high, and yours is not high by any stretch of the imagination, but it's in that intermediate zone. But we need to reduce that to 4-to-1. And the reason being is that if it's got too much omega-6 in that membrane, what it does is it makes it hard and rigid. If it's hard and rigid, then the nutritional value of the foods that you're taking is not being absorbed. And any products that you're taking, kind of nutritional products, will not work as well as if your cells are flexible and soft. So it's about improving that flexibility of that cell membrane. And again, that takes time. It takes probably, kind of 5 to 6 months probably to get into that zone that you kind of go, actually, yes, I'm noticing a huge difference. The arachidonic acid is slightly elevated. So we have arachidonic acid, and you'll see from the results that I go down in a minute, it's slightly elevated, not excessively. It should be between 6.5 and 9.5. So you're only just into that elevated state. So that's your diet. So your diet is probably quite good. But that's the omega-6s that you're intaking through your diet. So let's go and have a look at the details results. Obviously, they say, you know, kind of you can improve your results by taking your balance oil, making sure you do movement, because that's really a priority to ensure that your physical activity is improved as well, because that helps your body work that much better. And obviously, if you're able to change your diet, you know, kind of to omega-3 rich foods in fatty fish, nuts, seeds, etc. And you can click on this. If you put your test results into zinzinotest.com, you can click on these, she says, and it will then go to how you can improve your diet. What sort of things are included. So those are really important to be able to kind of go back and go, okay, how can I improve that? So the detailed results, now this is our little traffic light system. You can see here that you're in the red zone on this one. So we need to be down here between 3.1 and 1.1. And so at the moment I'm 1.9, and I'm really happy where I am, because that means that my body's working effectively. My protection level is above 90%, so I'm in the green on that as well. So we've got a long way to go here. So that's going to be a gradual thing.
Yeah.
And again, you can click these little plus signs here, and that you can learn more about each of those as well. You're moderate on the omega-3, as I said. So if you're above 4%, if you're below 4%, then you would have been in the danger zone. And so the danger zone is about, you're going to be way more susceptible to cardiovascular health problems and things like that. So we really need to avoid anything of that happening. So being in that green area between the 8 and 12 is really important. Mental strength, as I say, you're in the intermediate.
That's Amazon, yeah? Thank you. Sorry, Sue.
That's okay, don't worry.
The delivery guy.
Oh, okay. So this is where...
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
A delivery. I always find it amazing that they deliver on Sundays now. It's there's no day of rest now, is there?
So, yeah, I'll go for like the bigger box downstairs later.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay now.
Okay.
I'm okay.
So here we go. As I say, you're 2.2 to 1. We need to be 1 to 1 or below that. And I've seen mental strength as high as 10 to 1. So that means that they would have been really foggy brained. So really important for your brain health to be, especially if you're learning and things. So your cell membrane, you're in the moderate again. So 8.3, we need to be 4 to 1 or between 4 to 1 and 1 to 1 to increase that membrane absorbability. And then obviously on the arachidonic acid, as I said, it's a funny one, this one, because you can have too little or too much. It's always the way. And you've just got a little bit slightly elevated. So that's from the omega-6s that you're taking. So maybe processed foods that you're taking in your diet that actually, it should modify that with the balance oil and actually then put that into the green. I'm hoping so anyway. You can download your full test report here. Here that you can do for your own. And also the nice thing is that you can compare them when you do your next test. You will be able to compare them in side by side. So that it will be a really good indication to see the
how you progress.
And that's really telling. So if we look at your detailed fatty acids, so the test measures for 11 different fatty acids, and so the saturated fats, you're spot on. Now the deviation is what we're looking for at zeros. So the target range here, your value, and then your deviation in percentage terms. So it's the deviation. We're looking to achieve zeros all down here. So you've got quite a few zeros, which is really good. So your saturated fats, you're from palmitoic acid and stearic acid is absolutely perfect. Your omega-9s from oleic acid is 1.3, so marginal, really marginal.
Okay.
So that's fine. That's no problem. Your omega-6s. Now, there's only a few omega-6s that you are a little bit high on. Again, that's indicative of that arachidonic acid just being slightly raised. If that was in the green, that probably would have been all in the zeros as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the linoleic acid, that's fine. GLA, that's also fine. There are lots of cofactors that work along these as well. So the two highest ones are the GLA and the DGLA.
Yeah, 22.7 and 21.6.
Yeah, so 22.7 and 21.6. So a little bit high there. And then you've got the arachidonic acid, which is 4.2. That's really negligible, that one. But it's the ALA, the alpha linoleic acid, which comes from various sources. And if you click on here, it comes from vegetable oil seeds, rapeseed, linseed. It's also found in berries and also walnuts. So those are the areas.
Well, I eat a lot of blueberries anyway.
Oh, okay. So then
mainly for breakfast with my granola, my yogurt, because that's my sort of cereal. I just have it with my
excellent. So where you're lacking big time is your omega-3s. So taking the the balance oil will actually rectify that really quite quickly. So the EPA, which is your brain food, in fact, the brain food and the DHA are both brain food. So that's where we need to have that. And that's why your cognitive health is a little bit raised. So the EPA, you're minus 79, so minus 80. And then DPA is your minus 30. And then DHA minus 9.2. I have no doubts whatsoever that you will rectify those really quickly.
Okay.
And within the 120 days, I think you will be looking to see an awful lot more green in your results rather than red and yellow, which is exciting. And when you do see the changes, one of the things that I always say that we don't need to share, and we can, as I say, we can compare when you get your next test, we can put that test result in here and we can compare them side by side. Everything shows there. And that's when you see the difference in your, and what I usually say to people is I don't need to record anymore. So let me stop recording.
Hey guys, it's me again. So now if you've watched the videos about my journey, so I'm just going to show you the balance oil I actually ordered. So this is the balance oil. So I went for, it comes in flavors. So I went for the orange and lemon and mint, because obviously sometimes when you put fish oil in your mouth, so most people don't like the taste, but it comes in flavors, which is really great. So they have tutti frutti, that one. I recommend that one for the kids if you have kids, by the way. And there's grapefruit flavor, and then obviously this one. So majority go for this lemon, mint and orange. It tastes really, really good. So I'm halfway through the bottle already. I've been using this, it's 2 weeks now, because I started on the 13th of May. That's the day I start. So, and I waited 2 weeks for my result, but I ordered this before my result got, because I just wanted to just hit the roof anyway, because I've been experiencing swollen legs. I have been a hairdresser for about 16 years now and a bit, long story. And for the past 2-3 months, it's been consistently every time I stand and do hair, even if it's just a quick job, my feet are swollen. So I was just concerned, and I was just speaking to one of my clients, Dr. Esther, who actually now pushed me to get on and do a test. By the way, Esther, I'm so sorry it took me a long time to jump on this, because you told me about it last day. I was literally just dragging my legs, but thank you. And also, so this is just remains of my test pack that you saw earlier. So this was my traceable reference number, and obviously these were the other devices that came for you to just help prick your finger so you can get your blood sample. And recently with the fish oil, I also ordered the Viva Plus supplement tab. So I ordered 3 in a pack. And this is really good. Like for me, I've gone back to school. I'm a spider woman. I'm running the hairdressing hub, Asthma Foundation. I've got Mary Kay to the side. I've got church, being a church leader 4 days a week, stay up till late, just praying for the community. You know, all things are possible with God. And doing a degree again, crazy Anaya. So I want my brain to function, you know. So so this literally is going to help me with obviously my brain health, because it's got stuff like saffron extract on it. It's got magnesium, it's got vitamin C, and it has iodine. Of course, it has iodine, and fabulous. Yeah. So it comes in 60 tabs. So I've got 3 packs, so 80 of them all together. So it's going to last me for like 60-70 days, because it's 2 per day. So I just try very, very hard not to miss. So this is how much I've taken. So if I say 2 a day, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I've just over a week I've been taking this stuff. So it's good. But honestly, I feel within me, I feel a change. I know I have to continue. So it's, let's say 2 weeks, I feel a change. My legs have not been swollen yet, because I did a long job on Thursday. Yeah, so I stand for like 5-6 hours. So I didn't notice any swollenness and tiredness. So something is right. But this I'm in love with. I'm in love with the oil, guys. So this is 300 ml. It also comes in 100 ml. So you can try them, you know, if you want to try them, the kids, you know, and you know, the adults. You can just send me a message on my email, yeah, or on the comments. Just drop a message, I'll get back to you, and then we can take it from there. And then you can take your test later on, because obviously it's not free. You're gonna have to buy the test pack. It's a private company, but for me, it's just that it gives you a lot more detail, you know, reports, just letting you know what's going on and areas that you need to look out for and what to work on, and also your diet. So I know we always say health is wealth. Yeah, it's easy to say health is wealth, but what are you doing about it? You know, you all know I'm 48. I'm not too far from 50, even though I don't look it. But one of the reasons is just making sure I look out for myself. I try to eat well. Sometimes I'm lazy to cook. That's because of my lifestyle, but I've changed that now as of last year. I've gone part-time with the hairdressing. Obviously, I'm working on bigger projects, you know, like the AI and the digital side of it with my web developer, so that it can be a fully blown an IT company. I know it's hairdressing, but it's more on the IT side. And Mary Kay, I've delegated. I do mostly Mary Kay online and WhatsApp, you know, and shout out to my Mary Kay loyal customers. And yeah, so health is wealth. It's great wealth, by the way. So I'm really looking forward to turning 100 and beyond. That has always been my goal, just like my grandmother. She was 102. Yeah, so that's my goal. And then, yeah, I don't mind taking you guys along, because you all deserve it. Everybody deserves it. Especially, come on now, you work so hard. You know, it's really, really, really challenging. I don't want to use the word hardship, but life can be very challenging, and I think we all deserve to just enjoy the fruits of our labor and just live well. That's the goal, really, though. Live well and live long, and take others along, you know. Avoid toxic environment. I don't deal with toxic environments. People always ask me, why do you look so good, your age? Why does your skin pop in? Listen, you know, I've learned to prioritize beauty and God. That has been my secret for the past 20 years or so. I'm just stubborn. I just love the kingdom environment. It's me. It keeps me out of trouble, you know, and it sets me apart. So that's just my secret, really. But anyway, going back to Zinzino, guys, get on board, you know, get on board. And I love it because it takes care of the beauty inside, just keeping your guts, your brain, your blood, your cells, your skin healthy. Yeah. And Mary Kay, fabulous. Just look at this face, you know, just look at me, Mary Kay. Been using you know how I feel about collagen. Collagen is also with Zinzino, this company. You know, I've tasted it. I've even placed an order yesterday. Can't wait for it. You know, amazing. And yeah, for all you Mary Kay lovers out there, you know, you can jump on this. It takes care of the inside. I know your Mary Kay product takes care of the skin outside. Keep it healthy, firm, and fabulous. And most of all, yeah, let's take care of what's in the inside. So I'm on board now with Zinzino, and I'm just looking forward to just good life, you know. All right guys, thank you for watching. I want you to like this video, drop a comment, share and subscribe. Just share it, even if you don't, you know, you're not sure, you're skeptical, which is okay. Still share, because you don't know who might need it. But I will insist everybody get a bottle of this first. Get a bottle of this oil. You know, it tastes fabulous. It's not strong, trust me. Yeah, give yourself like a month or so and share with others. All right guys, your favorite entrepreneur. I'm gonna love you, leave you and bless you. Thanks for watching, and health is wealth. Wait till you see me in my 24-year-old body when I hit 50. All right guys, stay blessed. Love you. Bye.